Hey, welcome back. We got 114.4 today, apparently. Um, and I'm still loading the map, actually. I just came in. I also just woke up, so I'm a bit weird. And according to my watch, I was asleep for 3 hours and 16 minutes, which is strange. I'm usually asleep for either 2 hours or 4, so something went wrong. I just woke up. I woke up because I was really thirsty is what happened. It's like 100 degrees here right now. Yeah, so anyway, I don't, as far as I know, everything about this update is good. Of course, they would make you think that. Like, I haven't heard anything that's going to be concerning at all. It's everything should. Well, let's just find out. Let me have this and that. I don't know if I can even get started flying, but we'll try it. This is. It's probably the final sub update, and then just next year we'll get 115. But is that still cool? Infinity and mending, yeah, cool. Yeah, so it says. We'll find out, I guess. Let me just do a flying test and see. Are we flying? Well, I like that. I don't know. I have no destination in mind. I just want to see. Just real quick. Where am I? That. So I'm at 12. I have lately been playing at 32, but it's a flat world thing I've been doing. So I had to kick it down to 12 just to make sure we were okay loading. So far, I mean, it's still. I can see the edge, I mean, obvious. But it's not. Let me get up to where I'm not in danger. It's. Where am I now? It looks like anything I'm directly over is actually more or less rendered. I'm kind of curious. Where is that? It's, well, now apparently I lied. We're leaving the map. Hang on. A little curious what, I'm trying to think what exactly. It was 1920 by, it's been a while, it's been a couple of years. Let go of me, go. The old, desert village. Whoa, was that a boat? Is that what that is? A little cautious about landing because I don't know how easily I'm going to be able to get back into the air. Give me my, this. Oh, what, that's a tree. See, that's what I don't want. Well, maybe it'll work out. I don't know. This is a jungle, apparently. That sounds about right. I don't have, like, I don't know why. I don't have a map. You'd think by now I would have made a map. I guess it would be hard to make a map that was big enough to really count as anything while I'm flying. Yeah, we could talk about that though sometime. Let go. It's hitching on my end. I'm reasonably certain if I see it hitching, then it necessarily is hitching on the recording. Although, nuts. Wait, is that a... Right, squid still exist in rivers. That's the point. No, tree, hang on. I'm trying to get to the highest possible point. I don't know if it's going to help me, but it's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, so home is that way. That's about what I thought. Oh, well, alright. That's better than I'm used to at this point. You know, by used to, I haven't been on this map in a couple of weeks. The flat world I'm doing necessarily is absolutely devoid of wings because there's no end. Yeah, this is not... Yeah, that's a big wall. Alright, fun. Oh, that's neat. Can I... Well, if I fall, whatever. Let me eat something. Yeah, there's still a bit of lag happening to me. Oh, that... I have fish in my hand. I think that may have interfered with going anywhere. No, it's just not letting me do it. Well, part of this could still be the thing where it's potential that I may not be good at flying. I've been working on it for ever. Would you finish eating? It's not gonna. It's just it's lagging. Something about it is not better yet, and I don't know. I don't know what to blame that on. I mean, my computer is at least adequate for what I'm doing, so I don't think the map is terribly corrupted. I guess maybe it could be. Okay, finish. Damn it. Maybe get somewhere that I can do something from reasonably. That's a bit of a drop. Okay. And then just wait for it to load a bit. Where am I? I think it... No. Did I ever write that down? It might have been on my whiteboard. Hang on a sec. I know that one... Does that make sense? 1925, 1183. Yeah, that sounds probably like it is what I want. Well, let's see if we can go there. I don't know if it's going to mean anything. Way by 11, so... Oh, nuts. Go up, go up. I don't know what the hell's happening now. I can't even quite work out what direction I'm moving in. I'm going to smack into something eventually. Yeah, there it is. More jungle or something, yeah. I don't know why I'm thinking this will even be here. It's with every update, there's, I mean, even, well, every update for sure. I don't know about sub-updates, maybe. There's at least the, there's bamboo. At least the potential for changes to occur in the, why? In the map. Yeah, you know, like what the map ought to have if you start one based on a seed, which I did. Don't hit the bamboo. I don't know how that works. 12 by 12, which means I'm not far enough and yet too far. That's counting down, so that's bad. Where's the damn... I don't really have time to look at the numbers, look at the compass, and not die. I guess if I were high enough up, I should be. Alright, this is wrong. That's more or less the right direction. Okay, so now I get it. Yeah, I want negative 19 by positive 11. I don't know how well this is going to work. So why is it... I can never... I just realize there's no time to plot out what could possibly be happening. Is that... That's not right. That might be. That's looking like I'm going the right direction-ish. 19... Well, now if I just circle a bit... Wait, why am I at 900? How did that happen all of a sudden? Okay, here's a desert. Oh, I've been here. I forgot all about that. No, I haven't. What the... This is not me. I thought I saw a pillar with a torch on it. It's like, that's got to be me, and it's not. So this village doesn't, I think... Let me land somewhere. Alright, hi guys. 17 by 12. That's pretty close to where I was expecting this. It's not quite exactly... But generally, just the shape of the environment, the trees... Yeah, I think this is where... Go back to like 2017. This is where I was setting up the second village. So, and then we had that ridiculous chickinator that was just worse than not having one, really. Or at least it was worse than having a simple one that I was trying to get something going on with Observer. I don't even remember what I thought the plan was, but I made it simpler later and it worked better. Now it works fine. And now I can even, you know, use the feathers for things, but... so yeah, no, what's actually supposed to be at 19 by 11, like specifically, this is neat. Yeah, this is that kind of depression basin is where the village really was, 40 by 40. What do you guys have? And well, you have lots of boxes. Now there will be one in here for sure. Lava one. What's this about? This is a weird looking... Oh, neat. I guess. Yeah, give it to me. What the hell? And, you know, I don't care. Again, I'm used to the flat world map, which at the moment I'm still getting iron by going village to village and basically uh, leading slime molds, because I'm a level 4, so into a village to kill these guys for me, so I can just wander in and scavenge the iron, because I don't have anything built up enough to do an iron factory yet. Which is not where I am now. This is where I am now. I really haven't seen a desert village yet in 114. This is neat. It's a bed. What color is it? Yeah, hang on a sec. Lime. Okay, well, it's got to be hideous. Thanks. I hate it. I've walked into a thing that doesn't help. I can't get out of here now. Well, that's nice. Let me leave. Okay. What's that about then? I haven't seen this at all. This is brand new to me. I assume this was here yesterday. If I'd come in and come down here. I don't think this is, like, indigenous to 114.4 as such. Maybe. I don't know. There's a rabbit died for me. That's not a euphemism. It's actually a dead rabbit. Although if there's suddenly a short villager, then it will be both. Yeah, there's lots of hay. Well, this is really a lot more self-sustaining. Lots of dead rabbits. I guess they're just myxomatosis or something is happening. What am I thinking more? Is the sand like really hot? Is that what's happening? I mean, it's 100 degrees here, so I know what the pavement's like if I go outside. I'm not stupid enough to go outside. That's not happening to me. The sun's still up, but we'll get to that later. Later being like in 3 hours when it finally sets. Yeah, that's cool. What's that? Oh, damn it, I'm gonna have to go all the way back. Well, I mean, potentially. Oh, I have a bed on me. Alright, so we got that going on. Let me, see if I can... That's just a cactus, and I thought it was a box. This is where I had a squid farm. Oh, neat, it works now, aha. So apparently I've got the concept. Ooh, that's a cave. Ow. God, it looks like the Dragnet building, doesn't it? My issue is no matter how much I fully what color is that one? Cyan. Okay, that's nice. Okay. I guess you're here to help. I'm just wondering about this building. Okay, cool. I seriously haven't seen this until now. I don't know how we've had this. We've had 114 as a general update for like 2 months. Huh. Nothing I actually personally need. I don't even want that. What happens if I go higher? Is there ever going to be... Okay. Get away from me. Give me this. And let's just take a quick nap so we don't get in too much trouble out here. I did actually just sleep when I started the game up just now. It was the middle of the night where I was lurking, so I just put a bed down and slept real quick, so not in too much danger. Home is out. Yeah, compass says so. Let me see. So I think, especially if I have this on, if I just go this way to about 19 by 11, which I keep losing track of the damn numbers. There's 19 by 11, which incidentally is something of a big hole in the ground. This is not something where you want to do any block updates. There's a sheep there. Okay, so 18. Oh wait, what numbers am I? So it was 1925 by something. 1183. The stuff on my whiteboard has been there for a couple of years, and it's like kind of rubbed. I've got cats who probably rub their noses on it or something. 1925 by 1183. It's gonna be like right where that cactus is. No, it's not. 25. Pretty close, though. That, so far as I assume, is directly above, well, was, it probably isn't anymore. You know, I got nothing better to do. Let's why not? Oh, by, incidentally, 25. So if I'm at 67 now, this is going to be a sec, but it'll work. Ooh, that, I forgot how good this shovel necessarily is. Let's just not use that shovel. I think it'll just cause problems overall if I try it. Shouldn't be too much sand. Well, there will be some. You know, I still haven't put a lot of effort in a real map. Some testing, maybe a redstone level map. I haven't done a lot of testing on like dynamite no longer breaking every damn block in the world. This is just... If I just hold this down, I'm going to get it wrong. I don't know why I'm not just going back and forth. I guess I want to be able to get back up. But my suspicion is that this... that's... Well, I don't know what I was expecting, but this is what happened. What? Hi. I don't have my armor on, so leave me alone for a sec. I don't have my armor at all. That's fun. Well, okay. I do have... I can do it. Hang on a minute. Get out of here. Put that down. Put these on. Bye-bye. Well, never mind. I don't think it was there because that cavern shouldn't have been there if it was going to be there. Whatever. That just... So I decided I lost a one of these. That's cool. I don't care. Oh, I got to rebuild stuff because I blew up. So when we left off, otherwise, I'd been working my way north with little village things. But you know, I was still having so many lag issues. I think we got the ice machine done, the ice cube, whatever the hell it is. This is about where I left off a couple weeks ago, and I just figured I might wait until we got to 114.4 here. And okay, do I have a? I had iron a minute ago, and I didn't pick it up. I should have. Well, it doesn't matter. I've got oodles. I assume, I can't imagine that there's going to be. Am I really this full on? Damn it. I mean, good. But wow. My mouse isn't really believing me about moving around right now. I'm kind of concerned about it. It might be, that might be an update thing. I might be so used to, one of the things they fixed was if you were like this and moving the mouse, if I go here and then, like, you know, it would just leap insanely all the way to the, you know, extremes. And, that's been reportedly been fixed. Which is good, but if I'm not used to what it's like when it works correctly, then it's a little weird. What kind of junk have I suddenly... do not want... Figure all these things out later. They're just going to go into the... What did I just throw in there that I didn't mean to? I'm sure it was something. I clicked on the wrong bit, and I don't know what just happened. I'll go find out. That'll remind me what the hell I've got in here. It's a bunch of stuff. There's scaffolds and things. Signs of various colors. Lunar surface weirdness. Sort of junk. Missing the jump. Okay, so what just happened to me? I don't know. I threw something at... I'll bet it was my rocket. I don't have my rockets. My torches are in my hand. I threw rockets in. Okay, that's not a big... I mean, it's a loss, but I know what I can do about it. Okay, that's nothing to get too... Oh, there they are. Well, to some extent. Are there like more of these anywhere? Did I already do this before? I'll bet I did at some point. There's probably some rockets in here somewhere. Or not, maybe, I don't know. Well, I've got like, a shulker box full of them somewhere. I don't know which string fire. Yeah, there. I've got 27 stacks of the damn things. I'm fine. Oh, give me. There was something I wanted to test. In fact, give me that. Just so I didn't get that, so that's gonna help. Okay. Give me whatever you can, because we're gonna go. All right. We're gonna go find something. One of the updates apparently is that villagers no longer update only twice or they still do it twice a day, but not at prescribed times. It's like whenever they're ready, they'll update. So if you lock one, like if I do this and lock this guy up, which one thing I had heard was they took longer to lock up, so that just happened is weird. Let me get some room to pick that iron back up. And what can I do? Those are done now, which is too bad because I can't really put them anywhere. Oh, I'll be alright. No, you're no good. You're good. Alright, what does that do for me? I need the shovel's done now. Let me, I don't really care. Okay, so all my armor's updated. I just got to get this pickaxe done. And it's done. Alright, so now everything I do is easy. I'm not building anything up anymore from semi-broken. I might as well just get some money while I'm here. You're no good, I can tell. You're used up. I hear them clocking in. That's boring. To do their thing. What time is it? Noon exactly. It seems like it's still the same as it was. So I'm not sure what it means that they don't lock up as easily, and that they more or less instantly fix that they're locked up. Because it just seems like they're doing it at the time of day they always have, well, at least have for the last couple of months. Are you, okay. If I want to get really crafty, somewhat literally, I could turn around and get redstone from those guys and make compasses. I think, I've got to have cartographers, right? I know, it's a simple-ish way if you're, I got to find a cartographer to sort of explain why this would be simple. But if you are, if you don't have the iron, or even if you have iron, iron helps actually. Well, if you have a village, you'll probably have iron eventually. That's sort of the point of having a village to an extent. But these guys you have to get through, trading in coal or buying a bunch of shovels you probably don't even want, before you can really throw iron at them. However, if you have iron as a source, from a source, and clerics, however hard clerics might be to make because you need brewing stands to get lots of them. Iron and redstone obviously make a compass. And then if I gotta watch for cartography tables. I can't remember if I have them on this map. I don't know if I have them. I don't know where I'd put them if I have them. I might not have. No, wait, I think I have like one, maybe three. There's cauldrons, there's a bird, is it over here? Seems like it might be. Yeah, so you're, okay. In a lot of maps, it's going to be a lot more, it's going to be easy enough to get paper, or well, sugarcane and then paper. So you can just trade this in like as a librarian until they open up. If he were open, I don't know if any of these guys is open, so that's a little hard. But if one of these guys were open beyond the novice level, they would, give me a compass. And they'll buy a compass for like an emerald. And a compass is iron, which is free if you have a village, and redstone, which is 2 for $1. So you can just come in here with enough iron talk to any cleric, because one of their first things is 2 redstones for an emerald. And you're not doing the thing that someone told me you do. What the hell? Oh, anyway. Oh, you can just you can come in with iron, stock up on redstone real quick, throw down a maker bot thingy, and just build as many compasses as you can hold. And since they stack to 64, that's saying something. And just turn those in. So, if you're looking to dodge the necessity of trading in coal or buying shovels or whatever else, a tool or weapons guy, yeah. So these are a little pricey if you're trying to do a startup that's getting you emeralds in the first place. I'm going to give up on this. Is not fascinating, so I'm going to get out of here. I really don't know. I don't see any evidence that they're different. The other thing that they might be different about, and I don't have a good way of testing it at the moment. How many? I can't tell because there's so much. Yeah, I've got 200 things in front of me. I don't know how many of those are fish or whatever. And then there's the guardians. Of course, that's worse. But evidently, until yesterday in 1.14.3, they were still. If you had, I don't care, 3 villagers, and threw one of them a stack of bread, 64 of them, instead of distributing it so they all 3 had some, or if you had 4, if they all had, if you had 4, they wouldn't throw out 48 and then distribute it to the point that it was suddenly each one has 4 or each one has 16. It was more that the one you gave the bread to would throw all of it to one of the other 3. I guess I'm deciding there's 4. And when that didn't help anyone, because now there's still only one guy with all this bread, that guy would throw all 64 to someone. So they never used it. If anyone in the world had 0 bread, whoever had any bread would throw all the bread he knew about to, and it was just bad. You had to basically throw 3 breads to one guy, 3 to another, and hope they figured it out. That's reportedly been fixed. I just don't have a practical way of testing it from here because I'm not really. I don't have any. Well, I do though a little. Oh, I gotta stop at a thing here. Let me. Why is that? Oh, it's an anvil. I thought that was a shulker box. I don't know why I would have a shulker box on the ground. I need to steep somewhere. Well, I don't know if I need to, but I'm going to. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. Okay, so, yeah, that was stupid. So, yeah, I do have, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do to test this at this point, but I do have, obviously, villagers up here. Finished it. Well, yeah, I abandoned this for a couple of weeks because we got the ability to do this, which I like. It's neat. Arguably, I could do them hanging too, but I don't. It doesn't look very good to me to have it hanging. It's just having like iron. I don't have any to prove this with, but having an iron bar and then over one, and it's too thick looking. It doesn't really work. I don't like that. I don't know. I'd have to. They're still migrating out into nowhere. I'd have to come up with a way to make that happen. That is. Oh, I forgot you already have armor. Whatever. I don't care. If I get another horse, I'll have. Oh, well, you don't belong in there. How did that even happen to you? That's cool. Is it just you, or is there 2 of you? Well, have fun. You're not getting out of here. You are too wide. You are too thick to leave. You can't leave. Let's go. It's assorted stuff. Yeah, there's all. Yeah, I could probably test the food throwing thing here, but I don't have any. I have a bit of food. I guess I could do it. I just don't care. It'll be something that when I get back to the flat world that I've been doing, I'll be able to test it there in 1.14.4. See what we end up with. Okay. These guys, I think I'm just letting wander. They actually do a little good. If a monster shows up, they pummel it, but mostly they just end up accumulating. Hang on a minute. Do I have a nether box? I want my helmet. That was, I don't know how well that's showing up in the recording. It might be not as good. I gotta go. I gotta find, what time is it? Oh, we're at time too. You gotta see this though. If it's not, where the hell? That's a box. Give me my, at least just give me everything. I don't care. You gotta have a look at this. It's nuts. Oh, apparently, what is it? It's some suspicious. I haven't used suspicious stew at all. But there, one that was for speed has apparently been switched over to be night vision. That would probably be handy. But I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get a look at this. Have a look at how many. What an absurd number. How nuts is this? This is just cool. This is like a necropolis of almost dead. They're not dead. They won't drown. That can't be. It's not. It's weeds. Okay. God, if there was a whole army of them over here, that'd be awesome. Useless. Stupid. Probably lag-inducing, but awesome. Was that that must have been a pitchfork I just saw. Do you have a pitchfork? He threw it at me, so I don't know what that means. Well, he threw it somewhere, maybe. That is just... That's like, you know, the Terracotta Army, you know? Or what, is that what it is? I don't know. It's a Rise of Nations thing. That's about my level of knowing history as a video game from 20 years ago. I don't know, 15, 20, whatever it was. It was a while. It might have been the late 90s, actually. It's possible. That is so neat. And probably just causing lag from hell. Give me a sec. I'm going to do something. Oh, look out. Get out of the way. Yeah, just move. That is amazingly awesome. I didn't realize that many were accumulating. Before I quit out and did other stuff because lag and whatever issues, I was kind of parked. I mean, what day is it now? 13:53. I don't know what that means. I don't know what day it was last time. But I've just been parked in a little house over by my main village. Okay, you're just annoying that you exist. It's possible these guys are actually being generated despite how far away I was. Is that another one? That's a villager. I think that's a squid. So yeah, it's possible they've been just churning these things out like 3 or 4 a day for however many days. And here I am finding them. That is neat. That is awesome. Oh, I don't need that in my hand if I want to do something. Well, so yeah, I am out of time, but I don't know, first impressions, I mean, I got killed. But I don't think that had anything to do with the version. I think that was just me being stupid. I think 1.14.4 is so far significantly better in every way that I've measured than the rest of the 1.14 group to date. And then 1.14 in general I like a lot. So it's certainly better than... It's as good as 1.13 in the sense that it retains most of that, which a lot of it was good in principle, but the execution of 1.13 was terrible. This is better. This is kind of... I still want to see what 1.15 brings us, but this is good, I think, overall. Alright, well, so yeah, I'm gonna get out of here and probably go back to the other thing I've been doing, just because that's where all of my mental plans really are right now, is what I want to be accomplishing. And testing, for that matter, in 1.14, to the extent that I can in a flat world. Ironically, it's not as easy to test in a test world. I don't know why. I would have to give myself wings to test a few things. But I'll get out of here, and yeah, that's 1.14.4, and I'm digging it, so... Yeah, I'm going to split before I drown, so I'll just see you whenever next time is, so... Bye.